Ours is a story of vision and heart, really, and maybe a few $1,000s. I identified three main problems, and in all three cases, I fit the typical demographic of the people we wanted to find new opportunities for. So one, the problem of skills shortage. Growing up, my mother started a school, averaging around 650 students each year. And at some point, she started channeling the profits from the school into real estate, developing residential properties for rent and for sale. And so that meant she was going to site a lot, supervising work. And a lot of the time, she would come home visibly stressed because of the quality of work that the artisans put out, and of course, the nonchalant attitude in general that they had. And our background, just a bit of context, we lived in Amsterdam for a bit, so we were used to a certain quality of service. And at the time, say you booked a plumber, you'd pay probably 30 guilders. This was before the euro. You'd pay probably 30 guilders just for booking, and every other hour that they came to site to do the work, you pay another 15 guilders or so. And so potentially a plumber doing just 2 gigs in a day would walk away with 100 guilders. Looking at how my mom was frustrated with the work, I remember immediately thinking, how can I solve this problem for her as a customer and for the artisan as well? The second problem being little access to world-class practice-oriented training. Engaging the artisans, I knew that they didn't have any access to quality training. There was a time I had a water leak problem. My water heater was leaking, and this is Ariston, which is a trusted brand. And the plumber was insisting that it's meant to leak, like it's normal, madam, wait, sanity. And basically, one morning I was bathing. First of all, the position of the water heater to the bathtub was also a problem. And one day I was taking a shower and the water heater just fell to the ground and I almost got hit. And so one problem had been for a long time that this type of training had typically been left for the local master craftspersons to deliver. And so that meant we couldn't really manage the quality of training. And for me, I went to a public sector university, and even at that level, I had many friends who were studying for electrical engineering degrees who never got practice as part of their training. And so I knew that I needed to fix the soft skills element of the training and the practical components as well, so that they could perform peer standards and earn more money or earn better. And finally, the problem of high unemployment within our context. I really struggled with unemployment after my first degree. I applied for so many jobs and I never got called. But getting the opportunity to work at ACTT gave me an out. My experience there introduced me to a new way of teaching and learning and culture in general. And I remember immediately thinking, how can I incorporate these new values that I had learned at ACTT into the idea that I had for ACTT? And so at that point, I knew I was going to do this, no matter how long this takes. So as a customer who, face these issues with artisans over and over, and a citizen who loves my country and its beautiful people, I decided to take the plunge, and here we are.